She knows that she gets fed at 4. It's only 2. Down. Not screwing with you today. I'm not screwing with you today. Why don't you annoy Mama or something? Oh shit, we're going. See, now we're racing. You can't bother me. She's gonna get in my face any second now. So, we got our opponent for next week. We got a rematch with Weighty Words. Cats. No. We got a rematch. It doesn't matter either way. Weighty Words and Farame they're both really, really good. So, you know, considering the way that, ooh, is that a Buzz? I hope that's a Buzz. Considering in our groups we played 3 matches. I lost the first match by 3 seconds, and the second match I won, and the third match I lost by like 6 minutes, but the second match I won because he forfeited. He was pretty far behind. So, I mean, we're probably pretty close. I'd say it's closer to probably 60-40 in his favor, but dude can be beaten. I'm not worried about that. Yeah. I mean, I lost the first match by 3 seconds, and a tie is 2. So, give me a bomb. Standard, there won't be any, but yeah, I'll be fine. If I win, I win. Great. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. Oh, I way screwed that up. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I wasn't even against the wall. So yeah, yeah, I'm fine with it. I do know that I actually made a mistake when it came to when I played him in groups, and I chose 6 instead of 7 as my mode. I knew I screwed that up, and I got lucky that it didn't hurt me. It actually kind of won me that match, but in a different way, because he attempted to hover. Really, he attempted to hover and failed it, and then didn't go back, and it was the ice rod. Yo, Shin. So, in a weird way, it actually won me the race, but if he had hovered correctly, I'd probably lose that race. So, you know, if I do have a choice, I don't know what to choose. Like, I honestly don't know what I would choose. I probably wouldn't even choose a change. I'd probably just leave it the way it is. Because I feel like if I'm gonna win a close race, it's probably because of something like an overworld check that is not checked or something like that. So I don't want to do MC shuffle. I don't want to do standard because I don't want to do standard because I'm usually a Hyrule Castle diver early, so I don't want to do standard. I definitely am not going to do 6v6, and where fast Ganon probably is not a benefit on either side, it's probably also not a, you know, there's probably no harm or not for doing fast, so, and it increases the possibility of doing more Master Sword Silverless, which I despise with a passion. The only reason that I tied, or didn't tie in that first race, was because I missed 1 triple. In my Silverless Ganon fight. I missed 1 fucking triple. Excuse me, otherwise it would have been a tie. In fact, it would have been a hard tie. That's about 3 seconds. So, I missed 1 triple. And he didn't miss any of his triples. We went into the fight almost at the exact same time. So yeah, I think there's no... Like, I suspect if he were to lose Game 1 or Game 2, he would immediately go to 6-6. Because he can hover. But... yeah. So, like, I don't know how to strategy against it. Ow. Oh, that's right. The ropes share the thing. These have the same drop. Yeah. Oh, the old Harapot. If we get a chance to use it today, I'll show you. It's the hair skip. Of course it's standard, we're not going to see any bombs. We're going to spend 20-30 seconds looking for fucking bombs that don't fucking exist. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Beautiful. That was a hell of a good drop right there. Oh! What? Yeah, that was a good drop. Holy shnikes, that's a huge drop. Wow. That is worth all the time in the world. I mean, 613 don't give a shit. Means I have to go back there. I really wanted that to be sent card. Cool. So, but yeah, so yeah. We'll, I sent him a message and to see when he was available. He hasn't responded yet, but I was like, we're not rushed in any way, shape, or form. He'll get back to me. He'll get back to me eventually, and we'll schedule it. It'll probably be sometime in the nights in the next week. We have similar schedules, so I don't think there's any really restriction, and I have nothing going on this week at night, so I just can't do it next weekend. Saturday is... I might be gone on Saturday, and Sunday is the Super Bowl, so I definitely can't do Sunday, and there's a chance I won't be here on Saturday. So hopefully we can get it in during the week. Have you looked at the brackets lately? The round of 16 is ridiculous. This round of 16 is just fucking ridiculously good. Some of the matchups. Yeah, so the initial plan, and I need to confirm, I mean, we'll get normal snacks and chips and, meat tray and whatever, is we're going to be doing Italian beef. A buddy of mine's actually going to be bringing it. He's going to be bringing the Italian beef and the rolls and all that jazz. And then I'm going to get 100 chicken wings. We did this last year, too. Pick up 100 chicken wings. Which is, we're going to have maybe 12 to 15 people here. 100 chicken wings with Italian beef will be more than enough for everybody. With snacks, so... Yeah, just 100 pack. We'll probably have 15 people down here. So, we did it last year, and we finished the night with exactly nothing. Like, everybody was satisfied, everybody was full, and we had literally no food left. It was perfect. Now, last year we did chicken. We did fried chicken with the chicken wings. We went double chicken. But this year, a buddy of mine volunteered to bring the Italian beef, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? We did we were going to do Italian beef a few years ago it was the Seattle New England Super Bowl, which was an insane Super Bowl. It was one of the best ones, in the last 10-15 years. And we got 24 inches of snow that day. So we had to cancel because no one could fucking drive. Everything was fucked. And we had 6 pounds of Italian beef that night. And then we ended up using it over time. Yeah, it was 2 feet of snow. It was a ridiculous amount of snow over a, like, 12-hour period. Yeah, digging ourselves out of that one was fun. My wife took the day off of work. I took the day off of work. And we just, yeah, had to dig ourselves out. It was not fun. Took a couple hours to get the cars out. Because we still live in Chicago. We were in the city at that point, and we were street parking, so... Yeah, it was unpleasant. It was definitely unpleasant. Look at where this cat is sitting. Babe. She's sulking. She's sulking. You can't see her. She's laying right here. Just barely covering the bottom left corner of my screen. Thankfully, there's nothing there I need to look at. She's sulking, though. She's just laying there like, he kicked me off. He doesn't love me. This morning, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one blind. Yeah, she's playing Final Fantasy behind me. She's back into Final Fantasy 14, so... she's enjoying it. She's finally finishing the main storyline, finally. Actually, you know what? We're gonna grab this. Change my mind. And 2 blue red. It's not time for food yet. Oh, her ears perked. She knows the words. She gets fed at 4 o'clock. She knows this. You know, you might think to yourself, well, she can't tell time. She's a cat. Bullshit. She knows. She knows. Don't give me that bullshit. Oh, she's only a cat. She doesn't know. She knows. She knows what time food is. I'm buying it.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Well, there's another word that we use around the house in the afternoon. It's what we'll use here, and she'll go crazy when I say it, but I'm not saying it right now because she will freak out. It deals with the, you know, the little ones, the little thing that starts with the T that I'm not going to say out loud. No, all 3 cats know it. Like, Jasper could be at a dead sleep, laying anywhere, and he will wake up and he'll know. Not a lot of you know, there's not a lot we've gotten so far. A whole lot of nothing. $666 rupees. Gotta throw up the horns. Yeah, I'll say it when it's time to get fed. I have an itch on my back and it's really bothering me. Oh, there you go. That's difficult to do. Oh, it feels good. It's been bugging me for like 30 seconds. Well, there's our Dark World access. I'm gonna go ahead and fake Flipper, and let's get the Zorchek out of the way. Boy, if you missed the back of Escape. I mean, you got the glove right away, so it's not the end of the world, but... I should have 6 arrows. Make it good. Well, the good thing is we got Master Sword early and we don't have to worry about Aga. Yay! Aga's already toast. What the hell's that cat doing behind me? No, she just climbed up top. Now there's gonna be death from above. She's like, you will not feed me? Then you will die! Oh, that is not the right spot. Come on. Hi. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Oh, ooh. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, so these are clean. These are clean. And then, yeah, we'll just go straight to Dark World after this. No! That is the bunkiest bunk of bunk ever. Oh, it's just booze. We can get rid of booze. Give me something good. Ah, it's replacement booze. God damn it. Just can't seem to get rid of him. That's a thing. That's required, too. That is 100% required. Because we already know 2 pendants. Which means we will be going back there. So I am skipping Sahasrara right now. Just fine, I guess. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. My wife just squeaked. So what don't we do? Skip Skullwoods. Doesn't matter what it is, no skipping today. Didn't mean to squeak. Yeah. We got you. It's all good.
Did something wrong.
Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead. Again, we're not skipping Skullwoods. You never skip Skullwoods, ever. You know what's funny? So, they confirmed, basically, that Skullwoods is unbalanced, and apparently they've known about it. The numbers that we pulled got posted the other day. We posted them out, and yeah, it was basically confirmed that they knew that it was unbalanced. It's higher percentage wise than any other dungeon in the game or any other location for required items by a significant margin. It's like 5% higher than any other location in the game.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we saw it when we ran the numbers and we parsed through them, and it's like, wow, yeah, that's interesting. And you know, I went through the numbers Don't ever skip Skullwoods, guys. Never skip Skullwoods. It doesn't matter if you have the fire rod or not. Yeah, I mean, we posted it mostly because, you know, we didn't... It's good to have that information out there. But yeah, the fact that they knew about it and they just didn't bother telling anybody, that is... I don't know, that doesn't fly well with me. No, it is the highest percentage-wise location in the entire game. It's, so, effectively every... Just required items required to beat the game. The bare minimum. Every Sphere 1 location of the game, basically anything that is available from the very beginning of the game, is... Ooh, that's interesting. Is around 17%. And then every sphere below that, so every location that requires one additional item, that percentage drops by about 1.5% to 2%. So, Zora Ledge is a great example of this. Zora Ledge requires one item, the flippers. So, Zora, or an item in Sphere 1 is 17%. Well, Zora in Zora Ledge is more like 15%. Skull Woods is 23%. So, yeah. Hyrule Castle is slightly higher, but Hyrule Castle is a little screwy because it's a dungeon, but it has items locked behind other items within it. That's nice. So it's a little bit awkward, but yeah, we saw that when we ran the numbers, and I'm like, you shitting me? And I looked it over several times because I generated those numbers about 3 weeks ago, and yeah, and studied it and was like, huh, that's interesting. Okay, that's fine. And in the end, it was like we looked it over and it's like, this can't be right, and we confirmed. Is like, yeah, this is right. And then we posted them the other day. And yeah, then we heard whispers that apparently they've known about it. And that's public information. I mean, it's public because the randomizer code is public. Anybody could just pull down the code and run it. The same way that I did and generate seeds. So the rest of it is very, very close. There were 3 things that we found that were off. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sit well with me either, the fact that they knew it. If I'm bringing it to their attention, that's great. I'm bringing it to their attention. The developers. Yeah, they knew. That does not happy about that. I mean, I knew. No, not really. Not really. I mean, yeah, we didn't announce all the details right away because we were still studying it. Because we were looking through it, and I'm like, is there anything that's weird or anything that's off or anything that's inaccurate? So the inaccuracy is obviously the big part of that. You don't want to release something like that and blame them for something, and then, have it be that, oh, by the way, you were fucking wrong. But there was 3 pieces of data that were very interesting. That was one, that Skullwoods is unbalanced. It's just unbalanced. And if I were to guess, it's because in V31 they changed the small key logic. And my guess is, I'm actually going to grab that. My guess is that they didn't change it. Like, they didn't change the placement based off of that one chest. Would you stop that? I'm seeing it in my preview here. See the two cats going at it over there. They changed... you shiver. But they changed, you know, the placement of the small keys in Skullwoods, and they probably fucked something up when they did that. Which is honest. I mean, it's an honest mistake, but... Oops. You know, all you have to do... They have access to this. It's not... It took me a day to build a parser for this. It took me... Well, it's like 3 hours to build a parser for it, and then it took about 18 hours to generate 50,000 seeds. And it was easy. It was really easy. It didn't take much. And you look at it, and you're like, all you have to do is look at locations and percentages based off the playthroughs, and you would see this. And you'd be like, oh, that's a problem. But, yeah, they don't... Apparently, they either don't do it, or they do it in private, and they don't release the data. They used to release that data. And if they would, we would have noticed in V30 that the tablets were broken. You know, we would have noticed it immediately. Been like, this is 0%, something is wrong. And that was in there for months. And nobody knew. Well, probably people knew and they didn't tell anybody. People probably knew and they didn't tell. And then it finally came out after when it was reported as a bug. So, that's actually interesting. I wonder how long that lasted. But, anyway. But, yeah. So... Skullwoods was obvious. It was dead obvious, because I ran the numbers and did the probabilities based off of the number of items in each dungeon and all that jazz, and, oh, you're fighting the last boss? Yeah. I like that one. Kiva, chill, motherfucker! But yeah, the thing that upsets me is that we posted that, Blaine posted it in the council channel. And within like an hour, somebody had posted, oh yeah, I heard Vitor talking about that the other day. Or a month ago or whenever. And I'm like, seriously? So you knew about that? That's a nice find. It's just, yeah, that bugs me a bit. But, you know, it could be worse. So, anyway, yeah. So, the 3 things that we found. 1, Skullwoods... unbalanced to a level that you should never skip it. Ever. You should never, ever, ever skip it. Doesn't matter if you have the fire rod, doesn't matter if it's pendant crystal, it does not matter. Skip it. Because keep in mind, 2 items, both items could potentially be behind the fire rod. And that should lower its percentage even more. And it's not. It's hidden behind Dark World access, and it's hidden behind fire rod for 2 checks. So there's no reason that should be that high. But never, ever, 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 ever skip it. Just don't ever do it. Number 2, Ice Rod is a bitch. So there is an imbalance on where the Ice Rod can be located. And I'm not sure if this is part of the fill algorithm or not. The number 1 location in the game the fire rod can be in is Mimic Cave. And it's by a considerable amount. If you pay attention, Ice Rod. If you pay attention to, if you look at the numbers, I wasn't even really paying attention to what I had there, but I know it wasn't. Was that Ether? I gotta actually go back and look. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. If you look at, like, each location and its relation to the next closest location, it usually drops, like, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, it's very balanced. It's very, very, very balanced. Except when it comes to Ice Rod. In the 50,000 seeds, it's like it's in Mimic Cave like 150 more times or something like that. It's some whacked out number. Number 2 location is fucking Lumberjack Ledge. Yo, P-Flan. I admit it. I learned it. I did it just to do it, and now I'm a dirty Harry Potter. I'm a dirty Harry Potter now. I feel bad. I feel dirty. But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's just, why is Mimic Cave so stupidly high in relation to every other location in the game? Like, I understand that, you know, there can be some variance, but it's like 100+ variance. That's too much. So... And then the third thing that we noticed is the way that placement works for, like, swords and, shit. Well, we don't, this isn't required anyway. For swords and the bow, if you look at the council chat over the last couple of days, it's all in there. Like, it's all in there. We were talking about it all day on, what was it, Thursday? But the way that the bow works is very interesting. So the first bow is placed in logic. The second bow is considered a junk item. It has no purpose whatsoever because obviously you don't need silvers to beat the game, and the walkthrough goes on its minimal. Now you can still always get it. It's a 100% chance you can find it, but it's effectively a junk item. Ooh. Speaking of junk, I'm concerned about that. Yes. Yeah, the second bow is considered in the... It just goes wherever. It just picks a spot and goes with it. But the first one is definitely in logic. But the second one can be anywhere. So when you... Hold on a second, babe. So when you find a bow early... Or late, I guess if you know one, as long as it's not behind the other bow, you don't know. Is this supposed to be in logic or not? So let's say I find a bow in Kakariko, and that says, oh, I should go do Eastern and Pod. That might not be the one in logic. You know, the one that's supposed to be in logic could be in Hookshot Cave. And then you end up going to Eastern and Pod, and there's nothing there, because that was supposed to be your go mode. So, it makes sense when you think about it, and it's really easy for the developers to just say, we only need one bow, just put the other one anywhere, it doesn't matter. And it makes sense. I mean, definitely that's perfectly reasonable, and makes perfect sense for them to do that. But yeah. So, those were the three things that we got from it that were very, very interesting. But the link is in there. If you go in the council chat... yeah, you can see it. It's all there. We talked about it for a few hours. People were reading it and they were having some questions. I answered what I could. So yeah, it was very interesting. We ran a few extra sets of numbers that aren't actually in that spreadsheet. They were on. I didn't run them. Oh, great. I can't Herapod. I don't have the thing. Who ran those numbers? I can't remember who it was that was running those. Fuck. But, yeah, it was Epi. Yes. Yeah, it was Epi. He was running the seed-by-seed walkthroughs, which is good, and, you know, we found a few other minor things, and, like, Aga is 27%. 27% of the seeds are Aga seeds. You know, shit like that. Just some random important things. Wow, all the swords. Like, we were trying to figure out, you know, is there any proof to say, okay, well, I found 3 keys in the Stalfo room inside of GT. Should I go to right side? And we couldn't find a correlation. Like, there was no... I don't have any magic, do I? Ha! We couldn't find any correlation with that. Stuff like that. It was... The rest of the game, and again, I tip my hat, they did a really good job at balancing everything else. Everything else looks... If you look on it on a bar graph, it's flat, which is what you want. You want it to be flat. You don't want one location to be so much higher than the other. And on that, they did a great job. One sec. I'm sorry, babe. What were you saying?
No. I was just... I kept dying over here.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, everything else is good. The thing about Skullwoods is upsetting because who knows how long that's been out there. Like I said, we hung on to the numbers for a couple of weeks after I generated them because we were studying them to make sure that it was correct and, you know, figuring what was what. And oh, did somebody just get DQ'd in the race? Ah, it's Stogie again, isn't it? Yeah, it's Stogie. Fucking asshole. Anyway, but yeah, we didn't want to release anything that wasn't. He does it every day. It's another fucking alt. Yeah, he just got DQ'd, and now he's gloating about it. Dude needs a fucking life, man. It's possible, Looney. It's possible, and it could have been out there for a while. I mean, here's the thing. You know, they haven't put it in yet, but there's a hot fix. Well, it's a version fix. It's not a hot fix. That's supposed to fix the placement of the hook shot in relation to Ice Palace. That's coming out in 3104. Somebody had to pull those numbers to figure that out. So it's not like people ran those. So the numbers were, you know, somebody did that. So yeah. I mean, somebody's got those numbers. So, yeah, it's a little, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, we didn't release it right away, but anybody can fucking do this. I mean, it took me an hour to set that VM up, and it took me like 3 or 4 hours to build a parser. I was done. Yeah. Those are numbers that should be released on day 1. And they should be officially released. They shouldn't rely on us to do it. Again, they used to do this. I don't know why they stopped. Yeah, and we'll probably do it again in the next build. I'll probably pull the numbers again. I gotta rebuild my VM. I had to wipe it, but you know, I'll rebuild it. It won't take. Oh no! Wow, that burns. I was just there. But yeah, that's. But yeah, I'll do it again. So, yeah, it should be out there. It should be released. Because it is... Here's the thing. It's... Like, I'm mixed on the whole... Is it a huge advantage thing? It's not a... It's an advantage, but it's a public advantage. It's kind of like learning a glitch. The problem comes down to... is when something is clearly wrong. Like, if the generator is wrong, let's just say, in this case is one of them. I mean, the Skullwoods thing it's wrong. It's clearly wrong. Like, that should never be that high. It should be like 8% lower than that. If you base it up to the other dungeons at that level. It should be. And other than that, again, it was pretty good. The ice rod's a little screwy. I don't... That's not variance. It's just a little screwy. But, yeah, it should be out there. I threw that. I didn't throw it. Oh, I did. Okay. Well, and that is true, is that it is a... You know, there is some... Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree with you completely. But, so yeah. It's just a weird... Come on, 2 keys, right side. This is definitely bow controlled. But anyway, yeah. So that's the. It was an interesting. You know what's funny? It was funny as hell. As soon as they released it, somebody, and I can't remember who it was, came out and said, "Wait, are you saying the council did ROM inspection on 50,000 ROMs?" And I just laughed my ass off. Like, are you fucking kidding me? They were just looking for a reason to blame the council for something. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. I laughed my ass off. It's like, you can just generate the spoilers. It doesn't take much. Yeah. It was an interesting day. I was busy during most of the day, so I didn't have a just. Oh, don't pull a boy in here. I did. I just pulled a boy in. Cue the Benny Hill music. Yeah, I was busy that day with work. I wish I could have responded to more. Well, is that 2? That's 2. Well, so anyway, yeah, that's that. It was an interesting little debate week. Fuck. My other response to that would have been, fuck. I ain't on no damn council, and there's no way I would ever be on one. I criticize shit too much. Damn it. God, when am I going to go back up there? I mean, I can go get my cane whenever. When am I going to go back out there? Green Pennant's completely open. I do need to go back and finish Thieves Town. So I think when I leave here, I'm just going to walk. And I'm not going to check Eastern. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to go check Pyramid. I'm going to walk up to Catfish. And I'm going to get my cane. What else? What else should we do? And I really don't want to do Swamp. It's a weekly, so somebody's gonna clown route Swamp for sure. That's a given. Someone's gonna do that. But I'd like to get that finished. And then I can just check Catfish. The question is when do I go back up to Death Mountain after getting the hook shot? Because Kane will be open after this. I, in theory, could go into Turtle Rock. The other thing that I noticed, and it's actually interesting, and I wanted to be clear that it is that way for a reason, is that it seems like it is... If you look at the numbers based off of... Hold on. Uh-oh. That's not good. One of them got screwed there. Is that it tends to favor overworld over dungeons because some of the dungeon percentages are really low. It's just it looks that way, but it's not true. Strictly off numbers, it's the case, but because each... So, like, I think Turtle Rock is like 9% or something like that. It's very low in relation to overworld locations, but you got to remember that it's per chest. So it's like 9% per chest. It's not a multiplier, but every single chest has that probability. So it's still a cluster that you really want to go into. It makes those numbers a little messy. But it also means you should never skip, like, Hyrule Castle. Hyrule Castle is really high. Is that my first dungeon? Jesus, it is. That being said, we can only do one more. Again, I'm going to do it this way. I want to get my... I got to pick up my cane. Might as well do Catfish and Pyramid. I think walking out is faster than save quitting to Link's house and then going south, opening the portal, and then coming back north and around. I think this is faster. But it sure is fucking fast. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe save quitting to Link's house is faster than this. It seems like this is just so slow, but... I'm sure with boots it's different. What do we need? Fire Rod for sure. Oh, this is Ether. So we need Ether. We're gonna get the cane. So Ether and that's it. Oh, and oh no, Desert's not required. So yeah, just Ether and Fire Rod. So we're gonna get our cane. Yeah, well. So after this, let's go back. We'll finish Skullwoods. We'll do Hammer Pegs, I guess, because it's right there. We'll fake Powder. And then we have Decisions, because I'm not sure where to go after that. So I'm not doing Mushroom Check. Because I do want to fake Powder after this. Okay. Sucks that we have to come back here for this, but it is what it is. To all those that skipped it, too bad. Don't skip Skullwoods, ever. At least everybody knows now not to skip Skullwoods. At least the data's out right. Ow. Alright, so after this, we'll save quit to... Yeah, we'll save quit, we'll do Thieves Town, we'll finish that off. And... Oh, I don't know where to go after that. I just don't know where to go after that. Because there's not a lot of good choices. Oh, we need... no, we're good there. Never mind. I keep saying we need boots. We don't need boots. At least we don't think we need boots. Oh, that's the other thing that's interesting, too. The walkthrough says that you need boots like 81% of the time, I think, if I remember correctly. Because the small key on the torch is considered required by logic in GT. And how it's there like what? Half the time, you think? It seems like it is. The small key. Oh, I guess I could put that on there. Yeah, it's a really good read if you like data. Especially if you like big data. Which, it's not big data, to be honest. It's not that much data. But it's, you know, it's data. I don't consider that much big data. Never checked stun pack, did I? Look at that screen tearing. You notice that screen tearing there? It's because we're going fast. We're going so fast, the screen can't even keep up. And that's partially true. That's partially true. It actually is kind of the case. Technically, yes. Haikyuu Type noticed it today. He stopped in and asked about it. It's like, why is your screen tearing now? It's like, ah, funny you ask. That's wrong. Give me a second here. I'm going to mark that. That is wrong, actually. That should not be... It should be purple, not blue. How long that's been like that? What's up, dude? I want this to be the small key, and then I want something really good to be in that chest. Okay, that's half. You want to come with me. For all those people that come in here early. That is, man. We're going so fast. Boom, motherfucker. We are going faster than we've ever gone before. Damn. Alright, well, at least anybody that did it early is just going to worry about it. Wow. I'm thinking those 4 chests up on, up in Hookshot Cave. I'm very much concerned about those right now because it's in logic without a fire source. Oh, boy, that's such a commitment to go back up there. That is such a commitment. It's a minute to a minute and a half for 4 items. That we would eventually have to go back to anyway if we picked up. No. Holy down, cat! You got an hour to go. If we picked up Fire Rod, we'd be able to go up there and finish. So I still don't want to do that. Get your butt out of my face. Hey. Stop it. Don't look at me like that. We'll just drop our portal here, and we really don't care. We're gonna have to use Ice Rod to burn this. We're not keeping this portal. I don't know. Like, if that was a thing, my wife would destroy me. She'd just fucking murder me on the spot. Looney says, cats are so weird. How does putting your butt in someone's face convince them to give you food? It's an honest question, it is. You just realized... Nah, we've already committed the play. We've already committed this play. And she's just waiting. Turning more and more into a cat every day. Who knew? Sorry, Booze Booze. Get the fuck out of my bottle. Where did we go? Wow, where did we go? It's Swamp or Death Mountain, really. I'm gonna go to Death Mountain. I don't like this. This is not good. Like, this is not a good play. Swamp Palace has 7 items with Green Pendant. Like, in theory, that's a good node. We'll open up T-Rock, I guess. I mean, we'll go in. There's absolutely no reason we can't go inside of T-Rock here. It's just we're not going to get very far. Booze Booze bought an MCU. Damn Booze Booze. Russian knockoff of Buzz Buzz. Buzz Buzz is sacred. Buzz Buzz is American. Actually, Buzz Buzz is not American. Why did I pull my hammer out there? Where are you going? So, yeah, we'll go in after we do Hookshot Cave. There's 2 or 3 items in Eastern. There's up to 2 inside of Mire, but we don't have a fire source yet. There's 7 total inside of Swamp and Graveyard Ledge. That's it. So we're going to check this. We'll go inside of... we'll go inside of Turtle Rock just to see if there's anything weird in there, like early boots or something like that, and then... Phew. I don't know. Rombos is interesting. Oh! Score, motherfucker! Are we in go? Yeah, we're in go. Oh, sweet. We get to go mode 5 dungeons. As long as we don't need boots for anything. Alright. We did close to the minimum route. Pretty close, actually. It wasn't too bad. You know what the problem is, though? Is that if we would have picked up the hook shot when we were up here before, we would have been in go mode 10 minutes ago. That's the problem. Is that we're still behind. This game. This game. Oh, you know what? You guys get to see me attempt to do a hair pot. You guys get to see me attempt to do a hair pot. Let's see how many times we fuck it up. And then we could then judge it against how much time we would have saved if we had just done the basement.
That was weird. I just now got a notification you're on.
Oh, that's weird.
Why is it just now giving me a notification?
I've been on for an hour.
I know. It just popped up.
Oh, it's weird. Twitch is weird sometimes, though. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Didn't happen. Hate it when it's that close to the door. Occasionally it likes to suck you in. Did you see anything? No, sir! I didn't say you see you playing with your dolls again. Good! Spaceball's quote of the day. Knock on my door next time! Knock! Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good! Best movie of all time. No, I actually wanted sword beams there. I'm just gonna eat this, that's fine. I hope so. I mean, it wasn't difficult to learn. None of these are. Oh, shit. We have to do this without a safety and without boots. Ugh. This is the part I hate. Alright, let's see how many times we die here. Oh, thank you, 0. Thank you so much, game. That a little late. Well, the bootless one's the one I learned, just so that you can do it at any time. It doesn't matter what you have. We picked up 2 items in here? Bottle and the lamp. No, don't pee on the floor. You peed on the floor. Look at all the lag. Uh-oh. Look at all that pee on the floor. It's ridiculous. I didn't call you over for an... Oh, booties, too! Oh, nice. Well, we're in hard go now. Wow, we could have had that so long ago. Wow. Hey, stop it. I mean, we can do it now or later. It really doesn't matter. Yo, Lotus, what's up, dude? Let's do it now. We can embarrass ourselves now. Cat, you're in my way. There we go. No! You have, until I finish this race, another 20-some minutes. So just chillax. I have not. I have 9 bombs. Good. I'm gonna need all 9 of them to do this. Alright, I gotta focus here. I gotta remember how to do this. It's already been... Oh no, you know what? Oh, God. I learned this with the Link sprite. The shadow is different. I mean, the shadow's not different, but I can't see it the way that I did before. That looks right. I'm gonna have to relearn this. I can't see the shadow. Ultros is blocking the shadow. The bottom... Okay. Where his right tentacle is, if you look at the backside of where his tentacle is, it's blocking part of the shadow, and I based it off of the pixel for the shadow. Down. Get down. Yeah, that actually looked right. It looked right, but it's... No, it didn't. I don't think. Yeah, I learned it on the practice ROM. I'm just gonna have to... You know what I'll do is I'll save this. Oh, shit. I don't remember what the save state is on this NT. I disabled it, basically, so that I wouldn't accidentally hit it during a race. I'll have to practice it with the Ultra Sprite, though. I can just, I'll just generate a seed that's got starts with everything. Learn it that way. Yeah. Well, no, because the NT doesn't save... oops, shit. God damn it. The NT doesn't necessarily save it unless you go to the menu. That's when it does an SRC ROM dump. So it doesn't know because I'm running this off of a... it's the jailbroken... it's because it's the jailbroken BIOS. So I need to go into the menu, and then it does a ROM dump. So, that's fine. Alright, 3 left. It'll be easy. All these will be real easy. We'll just do Skull What's Next. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to learn it with the Ultra Sprite. Because it is. His fucking tentacle's blocking one of the shadows, and I was using that shadow as my guide. Well, that's bogus. So be it. Shit happens. So a pretty easy seed. I still think we're going to be like 5 or 6 minutes behind because of the fire rod placement with in relation to hookshot. I feel we're going to be behind there. I mean, I know we're going to be behind there. That's not the question. Oh, that screen tear. So fast. So fast. Just remember, I'm just remembering, every time we see that, it's because we're going so blazingly fast. The game just can't keep up. Really? That only happened because we're going so fast. We're going so fast, we went right into the wall, right into the door. That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. I gotta wait on this one, the Wallmaster's gonna be here in a second. It's my excuse. Nah, I was late on that. Yep, he's gonna be fine. Come here. Get down here. One more. Yeah, that one didn't count, so there we go. Oh, second out. Oh, it's the restream queue. Asking me if I can restream. I cannot. I gotta remove myself from that group. It's for Free Enterprise. I'm on the restream group, and I've done commentary for him, but I've never actually done a restream for him. They do races at times that I'm not often around. Like the Monday race I can rarely ever do. The Friday one occasionally I sneak in. But yeah, I should probably remove myself from that group, because I'm just never available for it. Okay. Let's have Cold Stare drop our silvers, which will make Meyer so much easier. Man, you know, I'm thinking there's depending on how quick Meyer is, like, this could be a... Like, I could definitely see this being somebody getting, like, a 120. Oh, fucking game. Like, a 120 and a little change. And you could probably pull that off. I don't think anybody would sub 120 it. I don't think it's that fast, but it's a fast seed. Damn it. Arr. You know, one of these days I gotta get that out of my muscle memory to do it the other way. Oh shit, that's not right. No! Also, one of these days, I'll finally learn Spooky Glitch the right way. Fuck. But that day is not today. That day is certainly not today. Spooky and I are still... Eventually, we'll kiss and make up. But not today. We just have our differences. It's fine. I think it's okay to have your differences. It's fine. It's fine. There's no problem with that. They and I, we just don't see eye to eye. I'm really glad we skipped Swamp. I just realized that. We totally skipped Swamp Palace, and that was a really good check. That's gonna save us some time. Uh-oh. Yep. No! Don't you dare! You penis head! I screwed up the initial fire rod shot, and the ice hit me off fucking balance, you bastard. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, I queued a fire rod shot when I couldn't fire, and so I missed that one, and that throws off the whole cycle. Yeah, the only thing that we did and we didn't have to do is we did step inside of Desert, but that actually led us to our hammer because we were right here, and I'm going to totally get hit by that when I didn't want to. Yep, that means I just lost my sword beams. No! Wow! Yes, love you too, cat. Get away. I'm gonna have to switch over to Hook now. Ooh. Hi. And did I? Yeah, I did. It's gonna be a slow room. If this is a God Mire, really quick Mire, I could see a 120. I bet somebody could get a 120. We're gonna be up. We'll be in GT by around 120. A little bit sooner if this is a quick Mire. Oh man, my neck is sore. Don't look at me like that. Don't do. Boomerns. It also means there's not going to be a key in the chest here. You know what I should do is look at those numbers and determine how often the big key is in that chest. It seems like it's there all the fucking time. And we have the data, we can do it. I bet it's in that chest more than anything. I do have to be slightly careful here. We have blue mail, which is great. But at the same time, this is not necessarily a gimme. Because we only have 5 hearts now. We don't have powder. I could be really intelligent and fake powder. How smart would fake powdering be here? How long would this take if I wanted to fake powder here? That's the question. I'd be able to save my blue. Oh wait, I have a red. Never mind. What am I saying? I have a red goo. I picked one up earlier. Yeah, I have a red goo. I'm just gonna do it now. I don't want to get stuck in a spot where... I might have to take an additional hit or something like that. Hey, extra bomb. I actually... You know what? That's not the worst thing in the world to find right there. It's extra bombs. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be right around 120 when we get there. 120... 120.25? Something like that? 120.20? Something like that? Based off of how many fucking cabbage heads and dead rocks we get? Three cabbage heads. 3. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this way. Because fuck dead rocks. I know this is slightly slower, but I just don't want to deal with the dead rocks today. Do not want to deal with the Dead Rocks. This is the type of race where I'll get 3 of them. So now it's going to be closer to 120-30. Something like that. And they're not done. Yeah. I figured there was going to be one. I'm going to bite my tongue on other bits of details on that, but yeah. On who it was and stuff like that, but yeah. I know somebody that would get a kick out of it. I choose not to. P-Flan, you'll see it immediately. You'll laugh. And you'll also know who I'm referring to, that he'll get a kick out of it. Not gonna say anything about that. It's nothing. It's like Gamachu won. It's kind of an inside joke. Gamachu. No, yeah, he's a competent racer. Ah, shit. You can usually I can usually set that one up pretty well, but hey, Mooner, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm early. Yeah, I was early. 4 hearts. I don't want to use my blue. It is... Yeah, it does. No, this is definitely... Yeah, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Don't think that. Again, it's kind of an inside joke. Damn sword beams. Alright, good. I don't want sword beams. Oh, every day. Damn it. He would have had a very similar time. Who is that? Who'd I get? I can't check that right at the second. Hold on. Who was that? Moner! 24 months, man. 2 years of bonks. Give me a second, I'll get you some bonks. You're gonna have to wait about 4 minutes. Unless somebody else can get it for me. That's 2 full fucking years. I wish I had a better... You know what? I wish I had a 2-year sub badge for you guys. I really do. You guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. I'm late on that one. Am I going to be too late on this next one? Oh, shit. That's going to be really close. I'm going to go for it, though. No, I'm not. Now I gotta wait. I was gonna go for it. Yo, thanks for the bonks, dude. Which, that's a good reminder. If you're not using your channel bonks for anything in particular, you should definitely be using them for the bonk emote. Because that's a great emote to get. Or the Kiva emote. Yes, you. Because they're not expensive. Yeah, after you have nothing else to use them on, exactly. Well, no one else is done yet. As I say that... Oh, no, that's a forfeit. Never mind. Oh, that means we actually... I seriously, if we would have picked up that hook shot early, yeah, we would definitely have been done by now. I don't think we would have won it, though. We would have maybe saved 4 or 5 minutes. We still did a few things we didn't have to, and I think I just saw it done. Humbug. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's not a name I was expecting to see up there, but okay. Don't blue ball me. Useless points. They're not useless. Those are bonk points. Suggestion box. Oh, interesting. Boop. That's more than enough. No! Oh, shit. Well, I'm not 1-1 in this. And bad spot. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Yeah, totally. And 2 people just finished, too. Blah. Man, I screwed that 1-1 up. Fuck, it was a 2-2, actually, wasn't it? I wonder where those silvers are at. I mean, it could be anywhere. We had a pretty good clear count here. Did I get it? No, I let it go too soon! Oh, I didn't know I got it. Okay, no, I did get it. Was that swamp it said? We're in a weird spot here. We have to kind of wait for that to reset, yeah. Yeah, I knew we were going to be a little off on that one. The first, that was early. That's only 6. And I see out of the corner of my eye the IRC is scrolling, so... Oh, a couple people are in. Yeah. And this is not a good socialist game, but I think this is 12. Oh my god, 3 people finished. Ugh. Alright, well... We're going to be almost 10 minutes off lead. In the 9 minutes. Oh well. That could have been worse, but it could have been a hell of a lot better. Well, they weren't swiping. They weren't swiping there because that was the that was after I got that in. So let's play a ball game, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna go ahead and feed my cats because I'm a good cat father. Hi. Watch this. Just listen. All you have to do is listen, okay? Yeah. All you have to do is listen. Wait for it here. Yeah. Yeah. She knows something's up. Yeah. You want treats? You want treats? Yeah, treats. You want treats? See, now she's psycho. She knows. All right, let's go get some treats. Hi, Jasper. You want some treats, buddy? Come on. It's treat time.
Look at that. She completely avoids Jasper.
Yeah. And there's Troy. Hi, Troy. You want some treats? Come on, Jasper. It's treat time. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm a good cat dad. I'm a good cat dad. Alright, get those button guesses in. We got those boots maybe when there was on Trinex, right? So about 45 minutes in, something like that. 40, 45 minutes, I think is when we did that. Maybe 50. Between 40 and 50 was somewhere in that middle. In that grounds. Alright, so while we're waiting for the credits to finish, I have some paperwork to do here. Let's update here. Manage request. What's in the queue? Oh, that's right. Looney added a game earlier. Looney. Update the list. Mark off. Any more plans for this evening? Give me a sec. Let me look and see what else might be going on. I still owe an NMG run, but Matsuri's the one that put that in. I know she's not around right now. least I don't think she is. So I don't necessarily want to burn that yet. Let me see if there's any other things going on right now. Give me a few. It's going to take me a minute to look through this. Nothing going on at the moment. I could, in reality, do... Let me check and see what's going on for async races that I haven't finished yet. That's the bracket flags. I don't necessarily want to do a bracket flag. I could. That's it. There's really nothing else going on there. So if I want to do a Final Fantasy race, I could do one of the bracket flags, but that's it. I don't know, something about those flags kind of set me off. I'm not sure what it is. Oh shit. Wow, very few bonks today. P-Flam with a point. I believe that is your first on this one. It is. Well, let's update that leaderboard. Leaderboard is up to date. 242. 810 likes. That's not bad. 124. It's not horrible. Yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Let's think about this. I don't have anything to do today, really. Except shave. I'm fucking scruffy as fuck. Blah, 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 blah. Do I really want to do a... Do I really want to do a Final Fantasy race? The only race that's available right now is... it's the bracket flags. It's the only one I haven't done. I mean, I could do that. The flags are more difficult for sure. I don't know. Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see it? I mean, I could do it. It's not...
See what?
Do another Final Fantasy race, but with a different flag set. It's kind of the same, except that there's 7. It's distinct 7 on the characters. And I don't like the quarter cell. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I wanna focus on the Swiss flags, and I want to do nothing but that exclusively for a little bit, just because I still need to touch up some things. And if I start switching flag sets, I'm going to lose focus on that. That tournament starts next week. So let's a week and a half, something like that. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to throw myself away from that. Not quite yet. So I guess on that, I'm going to go ahead and back away for now, but when something else comes back up, we'll go ahead and I'll probably jump back on. In the meantime, Ari just went live. Let's jump over to Ari and watch him do an All Dungeons tournament, All Dungeons practice. So, gonna go ahead and raid him for now, and like I said, we'll why can't I spell his name right? There you go. But we'll probably back here in a bit. So take it easy, guys, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit.